Radio about Northwest Leicestershire on 99.2 FM and online. This is Hermitage FM.
With the victims, we suffered enough. They're the big fat bankers. They're the bummers that done us. Hardcore finance, middle class tweed. The big fat bankers. They thrive on greed. Come on. Big fat bankers, big fat bankers. Ooh, they're the bankers. Break that, break that. Give me the cash back. Big fat bankers, big fat bankers. Ooh, they're the bankers. Break that, break that. Give me the cash back now. Ning nang body wax, sitting on your Cadillac. You're gonna give it back. Come on, give it back. Fat cat, can you hear me at the back? While back in the city, they're down to their last billion. Big fat bankers. Whilst we gambled our dignity, they thrive down all we exist on. Come on, big fat bankers, big fat bankers. Ooh, they're the bankers. Break that, break that. Give me the cash back now. Big fat bankers, big fat bankers. Ooh, they're the bankers. Break that, break that. Give me the cash back now. Ring that patty wax, sitting on your Cadillac. You gotta give it back. Come on, give it back. Fat cat, can you hear me at the back? Fat cat. They're the bankers. Break that, break that. They gave away loans like cakes. Rainbows turn to rain. And the big fat bankers, big fat. We're paying for their mistakes. They won't take the blame. Come along, sing along with me. Big fat bankers, big fat bankers. Ooh, they're the bankers. Break that, break that. Give me the cash. Big fat bankers, big fat bankers. Ooh, they're the bankers. Break that, break that. Give me the cash back now. Ning nang body wax, sitting on your Cadillac. You're gonna give it back. Come on, give it back. Fat cat, can you hear me at the back? Big fat bankers, big fat cats, give me that. Ooh, they're the bankers. Break that, break that. Big fat bankers, big fat cats, give me that. Ooh, they're the bankers. Break that, break that. Give me the cash back now. Big fat bankers, big fat cats, give me that. Big fat bankers.
And that was Big Fat Bankers by Carlos Stein, who we've got here in the studio. Welcome, Carlos.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello there. Now I say that's a very interesting song, Big Fat Bankers. Would you like to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I penned that one from personal experience as I was sat in the courtroom of Her Majesty's Crown Court in Leicester with the RBS Bank trying to repossess my house.
Crikey.
And it turns out they made a big mistake, and the barrister for RBS got a real telling off from the judge.
Oh, right.
But as I was sitting in the waiting room, I wrote all the lyrics to this song and thought, I'm going to do these.
Crikey, so this all came from that one experience.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a brilliant song. So what sort of genre would you say that is then, Carlos? Or is it a genre indeed?
I don't really like to specify genres, because that starts to classify you in with different types of music.
Yeah, pigeonholes you.
Yeah, I'd say indie normally works.
If in doubt, yes, use the all-encompassing indie. But it is, I always use the term alternative, but this is truly alternative though, isn't it?
Oh, haven't you heard the new alternative is called quirky?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right, so this is quirky.
Yeah.
What, as a music genre, or is just
No,
something you just made up?
it's something that's not mainstream. It's official.
Oh, okay.
Quirky is the new alternative.
Yes, and I think that sums you down to a T. So where did the idea for all this come about, in this particular type of music?
Oh, the actual looping of music.
Well, we'll get onto the looping a bit later, but what about this, your individual style of music and alternate and quirky lyrics?
Well, I've always been influenced by people like Ian Dury, The, if you remember those.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
And a lot of the 80s people, and I felt that I wanted to say something, and I was a little bit creative as well, and I thought, why waste it? I've got to do something with all this creativity and get it out to people. If they don't like it, then it's their fault.
And you're quite a humorous chap as well, aren't you?
I like to add a little bit of humour into it as well.
That's it. That comes across. That's what I love about seeing you live, actually. I remember seeing you, I think first it was at OBS a few years ago, and it did make me laugh, actually, especially Big Fat Bankers. So it was very funny. So what sort of venues do you normally play this sort of music?
All sorts. Obviously not your average town pub full of lager louts with a football on the screen.
Right.
I don't think they take to it.
No,
So
I prefer their Oasis or something.
it has to be people who are going out looking for something different or quirky. So the normal places in Leicester, the Shed, Musician. I actually played at the Curve once.
Oh, really? I suppose what you need is like a quirky kind of venue, isn't it? One that sort of specialises in this type of music.
Well, you used to have one, the magazine. You could go in there, £7, you can see about 10 bands who are just totally weird. And if you wanted to see something really different, you'd pile into there. And the place was rammed as well.
Oh, well, that sounds good. I've never been there, I must admit. It doesn't exist anymore, does it?
No, it's Tesco now, I think.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Not quite the same effect.
Oh, okay. So why don't we play another one of your songs now, On a Wing and a Prayer? Do you want to tell us a little bit about that one?
That one came about because my full-time job, I work at the university, and I get to meet some researchers from all sorts of different areas. And I got talking to this guy who'd worked for the ISS, International Space Station, and he was researching ailments that you get on in space, specifically in space. And there was loads of really strange stuff, obviously, but the weirdest one I found was applies to when the astronauts one's chosen to do a repair outside while the other people stay in the vessel. And that their advice is don't look at the Earth, right? Because they always have to go out at a certain time of night. It's either too hot or too cold, so the Earth is always down. Don't look at the Earth, because if you do, you just lose all your perception of dimension, and they go into like a 3D trip, and they go really paranoid, and they start thinking that everything's going to fail. They're all isolated in space, and they literally have to be pulled off the rails by another two astronauts. And you can imagine they don't like going out and putting the spacesuits on just because someone's freaked out.
Yeah.
So I thought that whole experience, that would be good to put into a song, as if in the mind of the guy who thinks that everything's going to fail, and his visor's cracked and the ship's going to fail.
Crikey, yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. So here is On a Wing and a Prayer.
We're headed for annihilation, flying on the wing of a prayer. All of you had better beware, you better beware.
4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Years on the simulation, I got it drilled into my head. We gotta deal with the situation, critical code red. The oxygen generator's running out of air. The solar accumulator's gonna need repair. We're headed for annihilation. All of you had better beware, you better beware. We're headed for annihilation. All of you had better beware, you better beware. robotic manipulators spinning out of control. There's no communication from the orbital console. Computers have lost the data. Another seconds have flown. No one here's gonna save ya. Hundreds of miles from home, we're headed for annihilation. All of you had better beware. You better beware. We're headed for annihilation. All of you had better beware. You better beware.
Okay, we checked all systems, and there you go on modulation, all skiing with a go. Roger, you're loud and clear here also.
We're headed for annihilation. All of you had better beware. You better beware.
That was On a Wing and a Prayer by Carlos Stein. And that was on that was on your latest EP, was it not?
Yes.
It's more of an album, isn't it? How many songs are on there?
6. I think 6 classes as a small album. Or
I think so. I'd normally put it at 7, but yeah, I'm sure we could say 6.
It's just the last one had 8 on it, and that was a CD.
Oh, right. Oh, so it's a mini album.
Yeah, this is an intermediate album to promote 2 of the songs.
An intermediate album?
Well, it's a way to promote 2 songs without recording 6 more songs.
All right.
So I've put some of the old favourites on here, what the audiences have told me their favourite songs are.
So it's got 2 new songs and a couple of old classics.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that's aimed at people who haven't really seen the act before.
Right.
So we've got Corporate Greed, which is about the utility companies and the fact that they can actually, if they wanted to, if it wasn't for the government watchdogs, they would be charging what they want, and it would exceed the price of the food and the mortgage.
Right.
They can cut you off if they want. So that's some of the lyric, and they've got the power.
All good, cheery, positive stuff there, Carlos.
Well, it's quite negative, yeah. And then the people in the song end up on a prepayment meter, and
right,
and they're the slaves to the kilowatt thieves.
Ah.
The other one, Dreadlock Dread, is a reggae style.
You used to wear a hat with dreadlocks, didn't you?
Yes, I still do occasionally.
Right, and you play that in this song?
There are dreadlock-shaped things coming out of it.
Oh. Because I remember sitting there watching you play with these dreadlocks, and I'm thinking, oh, that's good. And for ages, they're actually yours, until you took the hat off at the end, which kind of spoilt the illusion slightly. But but it was a good look, I have to say. But anyway, yeah. So Dreadlock Dread.
Yeah, it's a reggae style song. Again, made of basic loops, but I've made it sound all built it out with different sound effects and different bits that I put on the mix. It's about promiscuity among young lads in South African and Afro-Caribbean urban communities.
Crikey.
Just getting the sexual awareness message across. So that's a little bit about that. And I've tried to use a lot of the Jamaican speak that they use in reggae songs.
Right. In a humorous sort of way, I take it.
It is. The wording of the lyrics is quite humorous.
Yeah, because although these are serious subjects, you do them in a humorous manner, don't you?
It will make you laugh.
Yes. Which is another thing I like about your shows. They're comedic, aren't they? Which is really, really good.
I think it's my natural cynicism which comes out in the music, and that comes back as humour. So
it certainly does. So those are the new songs on the EP, are they?
Yeah.
And how much are you selling this EP for, might I ask?
Well, it's out on Bandcamp for £1.50 or whatever you want to pay.
Right.
So that's 50p a song. You can't actually market them for €0, so I have to put something on. I realise I'm not a big artist, so I have to virtually give them away. But at the gigs, I've been trying out an idea. I think you suggested I give them away, and I thought I'd do one better and just say, let the fans name the prize.
Right, so I could have some royalties then from that, couldn't I? As it was an extension of my idea.
Yeah, I don't remember signing the agreement.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure we can draw one up for you.
No, seriously. I'll just give you a CD. What else do you want?
Oh, all right. That's great. Yeah, if you insist. But no, that's brilliant. I mean, the music's brilliant. It's 'cause, because I've still got your old CD. It's really, really good stuff.
The idea is, as a gig, you offer, make an offer as to what you want to pay, and some people give me a tenner, some people give me 80p, and some people just say, I haven't got anything, I'll just have it.
Right. So you can get the CDs for free at your gigs.
If you put in
okay. But I mean, like you say, you pay what you think it's worth.
That's
so.
Right, yeah.
Do we need to talk a little bit about the graphics on the CD, Carlos, while we're on the subject?
I learned all that through. I was a sign maker for 3 years.
Just briefly, without going too technically.
Basically, there's some really good artwork on there, and
nice
even the producer thought it was professional.
Excellent. That's because it is professional.
Yeah, only one working that CD player.
All right. Okay, so that's brilliant. In comes John Sinclair into the studio.
Hello. Sorry, I'm late.
Hi, John.
You will be. But yeah, okay then. And you're doing this year's OBS Unplugged, I gather, as well.
Yes, I vowed never to do a competition again, but I got roped into doing this.
Why did you vouch never to do a competition again?
Because I don't think it just stinks too much of X Factor. I don't like competing for music. I think people should accept it how it is, and if they like it, they should tell more people about it.
But if it's a gateway to getting you onto festivals, which then opens you up to bigger audiences and stuff...
That's why I'm doing it, yeah.
All right, yeah. So you've got no problems with them then, really, have you?
No.
Right. So you're doing the OBS Unplugged, and when is that?
That's Wednesday night, this Wednesday, the 7th. Doors open at 8:15, and there's another 6 fantastic artists, local artists as well.
Brilliant.
And the musician is just a really cosy place.
It is, isn't it?
To watch a gig. It's just so at home in there.
I went to an OBS Unplugged a couple of days ago, and it was nice because, like you said, nice atmosphere. They've got the candles going, and there's a good selection of varied selection of musicians on, I find, as well, which will be the case in your night, especially because obviously they'll have you, which is quite different.
Very much plugged in.
Oh yeah, that's
electrically. I mean, I thought, yes, it makes a change from the old man and guitar singing folk songs about his ex-bird.
Yes.
And then this guy comes along with all this looping gear and these effects. And
yeah, because you've got your looping machine, haven't you, which I always think is quite spectacular.
And I hold a bass guitar now, which provides the backbeat for the song.
And you use what was that, electric double bass or something you sometimes use, is that right?
Yeah, that was an upright bass. I'm down just holding a bass because it's more rock and roll.
Right. Oh, I thought that had a good look about it, because it was like a bass with nothing to it, wasn't it?
I think it was a bit too weird for some.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I enjoyed that. Okay, so you'll be performing this Wednesday. Do you know what time you'll be on?
No.
Oh, okay.
I know they don't tell you what time they're going to be on because all the audiences... if there's a headliner there, the audiences will all bias towards their slot, so they try and get everyone in the door to watch everything, which is right.
Yes,
it should. Everyone should hang around and watch the show.
And hopefully, then, if you do well in that, then perhaps we could see you at some of the festivals, like I think it's Riverside.
Yeah, there's a finale.
Western.
The finales are in February.
Yeah.
And last year I made the finale. The finale.
Oh.
But I didn't hear anything of it, so I presumed I didn't get through.
Oh, okay. Okay, brilliant. So that'll be a good night. So that's this Wednesday. Any other gigs or anything in the future lined up?
Next one is the Sound House. I'm a guest player at the open mic. Wet Barrow's famous open mic now. Legendary.
That'll be on a Tuesday.
That'll be a Tuesday, yeah. That's in February the 6th. February the 6th.
6th, right, okay.
It should be Tuesday.
Nice as well. Yeah, it's always Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah. So I just wondered about the 6th bit.
Oh, okay then. It'll be on a Tuesday in February.
The first one.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Well, we'll look forward to that. So thank you very much for coming on, Carlos.
Pleasure.
And good luck in the OBS on Wednesday. And now, just to finish off with, we'll play another one of your songs, which is on your EP, which can be obtained free of charge at your gigs, or for a...
If you're pretty enough.
If you're pretty enough, but if you're not pretty enough, you'll probably need to pay. Or get Carlos a pint, would that do?
Not when I'm driving.
No. Oh, okay then. So here's Dreadlock Dread by Carlos Stein.
Teach it in the school how to fit her up around and keep it on your tool. You're living with your lover, you know the right rule, but you're sleeping with another, now you're playing like a fool. Blonde, brunette, dreadlock, dread, bet you never had a redhead. No, blonde, brunette, dreadlock, dread, bet you never had a redhead. One. No. You get your girly action, and then she can't, she give you satisfaction. When you're done, you're missing out protection. Now you've got a na-na-na-na infection. Blonde, brunette, dreadlock, dread, bet you never had a redhead. No, blonde, brunette, dreadlock, dread, bet you never had a redhead. One. No. But you never had a redhead, no.